Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel and to your placement preparation journey as well. And for this particular video, if you all know about it, we are going to talk about how to prepare for Cognizant on Campus 2025. Now, why is it particularly on campus? Because there are little here and there differences with the on campus and the off campus syllabus. So, if it has come to your college for the on campus examination, this is everything you need to start off with the preparation for the Cognizant exams. All right, we are not going to waste any time. Talking about here and there, we'll straight dive into the topic. Before that, make sure that you're connected with us on all of our social media handles: Instagram, Discord, WhatsApp, and Telegram. Plus, you're also subscribing to our YouTube channel because it is where you're watching us right now, and we have multiple preparation resources for you on Cognizant. So make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel and connected with us on all of social media handles. Plus, also the top 3 commenters on this video will be getting Prep Insta Prime for free. Why is that a big win-win situation for the two of us? Because one way we are getting you as a Prime member, and the other way you are getting everything at just one place for your placement preparations. What's more into Prep Insta Prime, we'll definitely get into it. But before that, let's start off with the video and discuss the hiring process for Cognizant in the on-campus process. The first thing is the registrations. The second is communication assessment, which talks about to be the first round. The second round is the aptitude plus technical assessment. The third is the interview, and finally the offer rollouts. I know it's a little haphazard over here, but you are going to get into it once you look at the entire structure. Let's get into it. The first things first, let's start off with the actual tabular structural data. You register to the Cognizant on-campus exams. The link will be there with your college and your TPOs or your heads of departments. Make sure that you get the link from there and start registration. However, make sure that all the information that you have used in the registration form is all absolutely correct, so that there is no discrepancy or miscommunication in the form or in your admit card. Right. Next is resume screening. Now, resume screening is another very important stage because this is also an elimination round. So, if your resumes don't get selected, they get trashed out, you will not be able to sit for the examination. What do you need for your resume? You need skills, projects, certifications, proper knowledge of technical coding skills, aptitude skills, and so on and so forth. So make sure that your resume is up to date. If you are registering for the Cognizant Drive, make sure you first sit with your resume, tailor it according to the requirements of Cognizant, and then start filling the form. All right. Next is the communication assessment round. Now, this round is the first round, and which is a mandatory round for all of the students. Why is it a mandatory round? Because it depends on the role that you will be hired for. Now, what are the roles? The first role is Gen Z, Gen C, then we have Gen C Pro, and then we have Gen C Next. All right. So these are the 3 different roles that they will be hiring for. Gen Z with a 4 LPA package, Gen Z Pro with a 4 LPA plus a joining bonus, so you get some extra amount over there. And then we have Gen Z Next, which is the highest package of 6.75 LPA. Right. Now, what is the difference? How are you going to be selected for Next, Pro, or Gen Z? We are going to talk about that here. Let's understand the entire theorem. Okay, so the first round, which is the communication round, it is mandatory for everyone to attend. You cannot skip on this. Also, it is an elimination round. So all of the 3 rounds, be it the communication assessment round, be it the online assessment or the interview, all of these are elimination rounds. So make sure that you're performing really well, up to your utmost best to get selected. Next is your online assessment. Now, this particular online assessment is a combination of 2 subsections. First is the aptitude assessment, and then the technical assessment. Again, an elimination round, and compulsory for you to attend, be it for Gen Z Next, Gen Z Pro, or Gen Z Role. All right, we will definitely talk about all of these in depth in the upcoming parts of the video. So make sure that you're watching up until the very end, so that you don't miss out on any of the important information. All right. Next is the offline technical interview. So if you clear out the aptitude and technical assessment, which is the online assessment section, you move towards the interview. Now, over here, depending on your performance in a communication assessment round, which is this particular round and this particular round, combination of communication assessment plus online round, you will be having the interview on that particular role. Understand that. For example, if you have scored 80% and above in communication assessment round, but you have scored 60% and above in your online assessment round, you will be going for the Gen Z Pro interview. All right. Now, if you have scored 80% in communication assessment and you have scored 80% and above in online assessment, you will be going directly for the Gen Z Next interview. All right. Understood situation? Now, what will happen in the interview? Ma'am, for example, I am selected for the Gen Z Next interview, but for some reason I don't perform good in the interview. What is going to happen? At the most, you will be dropping down on your profile. Let's say you have interviewed for Gen Z Next, but your performance was according to Gen Z. You can go and you will be selected for the Gen Z role. All right. So there's no elimination until unless you perform really bad. For example, you have been selected for the Gen Z profile, right? And you don't do the interview good, so you have no other profile left below this particular profile. So you will be eliminated at one go, right? I hope that's clear to you now. Once you clear the interview, now this is going to be a completely in person or an offline and technical interview. There is no way that you will be sitting online in front of your system and you will be interacting with the panelists. No, you will be sitting right in front of them. So make sure that you have the ethics and the etiquettes and the personality development when you are sitting in front of the interviewer as well, because that also counts. All right. Once you have cleared the interview, you get the letter of intent or the letter of joining. All right. I hope this entire structure and the entire pattern is clear to you. If not, you can reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay. Now, diving deep into the information of the sections and the subsection, the first round, which is the communication assessment round. All right. And you have three subsections: reading and grammar, comprehension and listening, and speaking, which will span up to a time limit of 45 minutes. All right, that's going to be your time limit. How are you going to prepare for this? You can come onto a prepenser.com and get all of the information right here. As you can see, for Cognizant, they are going to check reading and grammar, which is you will have to read the sentence or the passage thoroughly. I'll quickly zoom it in for you. Okay, so few paragraphs in the section, students have to go through the whole paragraph and answer the questions accordingly based on grammatical format, tenses, articles, speeches, etc. So it's a complete reading and grammar. Read the sentence thoroughly. Do not stress out because of the timer. Do not get confused with a tough word. Answer with proper grammatical conjunctions. All right, moving down, next is comprehension and listening. So you will be listening or reading comprehension and then answer it. All right, so the second section is little complicated because students have to listen to the paragraph and answer the questions. The AI will be dictating a short passage to you. Make sure that you register the important points and let go of the unimportant points. Register those points. Maybe you can put them down or jot them down on a notebook and then answer back. All right. The third part is the speaking round where you will be asked to read out sentences, or maybe you will be given a topic and you will have to speak for a minute or let's say 30 to 40 seconds. There they will be testing your fluency, your vocabulary, and your punctuations and everything. All right. So use proper punctuations, use proper grammar, use proper fluency. Try not to stammer and try not to complete sentences with question marks. So punctuations at the end of the sentences is very important. How do you identify sentences or punctuations while speaking? For example, what is your name? There's a question mark. What is your name? Right? There's a full stop. There's a difference between the tone where the punctuations come into the role, right? So make sure that you have that into your head when you are assessing or giving or applying for the, or sorry, or sitting for the communication assessment round. Make sure you have good headphones, you have good speaker, you have good microphone, and a good system that does not lag and has a good clarity. All right. Once you clear up this particular round, you will be moving towards the second round. Now, these two rounds will be on two different days, not on the same day, not in the same system. All right. Next, you have aptitude test and technical assessment. Now, for aptitude assessment, you have the basic sections: quants, logical, verbal ability, nothing too great, nothing too confusing. You're going to have 25 questions for quants, 35 for logical, and 20 questions for verbal. And the times are right here on your screen. Total time and total questions, 80 questions. All right. Moving ahead, you have the technical assessment. Now, these are going to be two rounds, two subsections on the same day on the same complementary test. All right, you're going to have MCQ where you will be having 40 minutes and 20 to 25 questions. The range, we have given a range because we don't know the exact number of questions. It might be 20, 22, 25, depends on the colleges and the company. All right, and then you have coding challenge, which is going to span for a to complete 140 minutes. All right, so more than 2 hours, and you have 5 to 6 questions. So you will have to complete all of the questions in the coding challenge so that you can move forward. Now, for example, you have only passed only 3 test cases. What happens then? You get selected for the Gen Z pro level. You get all of the questions correct. You get like clarification, or sorry, you cleared it for the Gen Z next role. And if you clear only, let's say, 1 test case, you go for the Gen Z role, right? So that is what happens over here. Understand, your performance is going to decide your destiny in Cognizant. All right. So you make sure that your performance is up to the mark, up to your best, even more than that if you want to get placed in the 6.75 LPA role. All right. That was the summary of round two. Let's quickly deep dive into the subsections of each of the rounds. Okay, for the aptitude section, you have quantitative aptitudes. As you can see, all of the important topics are mentioned right over here, but you also have some additional topics which you can come over here on prepinsta.com and you can get your hands on all of the important topics and the quizzes as well. Plus, you can also come on the Cognizant Cognizant specific course that we have on Prep Insta Prime. We have a complete structured course for Gen Z Next, Gen Z Pro, Gen Z Elevate. Also, the Elevate has been changed to Pro, right? So we have all of the important courses that you need. Plus, we also have a complete quants logical verbal course for you. Plus that, we also have programming languages for you. So C, C++, Java, and Python. We have basic coding, intermediate, and competitive coding. So if you're looking to get placed in the Gen Z Pro profile, competitive coding is for you. Sorry, the next profile, competitive coding is for you. For the pro profile, intermediate coding will work. But for the Gen Z profile, basic to intermediate coding is important. Also, DSA holds a very important role here. I'll be telling you why. Before that, let's quickly talk about the quant section. So all of these topics are mentioned right over here. 35 minutes, 25 questions. All right, make sure you take a screenshot of this, or you can also come on to our dashboards and get all of the information there. Next is logical reasoning. As you can see, we also have multiple topics over here, starting from starting from blood relations, directional sense, syllogism, coding patterns, seating arrangements, odd man out, and so on and so forth. The topics don't end here. We have more topics for you on our dashboard. So make sure you come check those out in this particular course on PrepInsta Prime and prepinsta.com and get yourself sorted. All right. Moving next with the verbal section. Again, verbal section is similar. You have the most common topics, synonyms and antonyms, tenses and articles, subject verb agreements, speech and voices, and all of these topics right here in front of you. Take a screenshot and keep it handy whenever you're practicing it for the next time so that you don't miss out on the preparation. All right. Again, letting you know that you have everything here right on Prep Insta Prime. We'll definitely come back and give you a proper strategy on how you can prepare from Prep Insta Prime. All right. Now, how can you prepare for the technical assessment? This is the most important round. Technical assessment, the MCQ section. Why did I say that DSA is important? Because DSA, you will get questions from DSA in the form of MCQs. So, programming construct and DSA database and SQL and web or UI. You're going to get MCQs from all of these topics, guys. You're going to get 20 questions, and sorry, you're not going to get 20 questions. There are more number of questions. I haven't made the changes here. So you're going to get 40 questions, right? So you will have to make sure that all of the topics is right here registered in your head so that you don't miss out on the MCQ part. If you miss out on the coding section specifically, your roles will be decided accordingly, right? Okay, moving forward from here, what do we have? We have the coding challenge, again one of the most critical section for the Cognizant on-campus examination. Easy question 1, top code of Prep Insta. Medium question 1, case study 1. Also going to be difficult competitive coding, case study 2, which is difficult DSA, and then you have case studies. So you have multiple case studies and multiple questions spanning from 5 to 6 questions for 140 minutes, which is why I said that DSA SQL competitive coding is very, very important, guys. You will have to make sure that you get yourself sorted in this particular list. So you can come down here, get all of the data structures in whichever languages you prefer. You can pick it up and start practicing, start learning, and don't take it lightly, guys. Don't take it lightly. I know the placement season is here. There will be multiple placements for you, but why miss out on the ones that has already knocked at your door, right? So please make sure that you prepare it completely. So you're going to need competitive coding, you're going to need DSA, and you're going to need SQL. We also have SQL. Just quickly scroll it down here, and you also have the SQL course for you, right? Get inside this, get all of the information in your head, jot it down, prepare well, and then sit for the examinations. All right. Next, once you clear the aptitude assessment, the technical assessment, the communication assessment, you move towards the technical interview. Why technical interview? Which is because you're going to get mostly technical questions. Maybe here and there some HR questions might be asked, but mostly you have the technical questions. Now, what are they expecting from the students? Let's quickly take a look at it. Individuals for the Gen Z role, individuals with foundational programming expertise, they should be agile learners with the ability to comprehend complex problems and deliver smart solutions. So, if you want to be a Gen Z, want to get hired for the Gen Z role in Cognizant, just basic knowledge of coding, basic expertise, basic solution, basic innovation is enough for you. For the pro level, you need expertise in enterprise platforms, product-specific technologies such as Salesforce, Pega, SAP, cybersecurity, cloud data, and more. So they're asking for cybersecurity for the pro role, and we have cybersecurity and Prep Insta Prime as well. Excuse me. Come up to the skill section, and you just scroll it down to your right, and you have the cybersecurity course here, right? So get this course for yourself, complete the course, and then you can sit for the interview. So cybersecurity is needed for the pro profile. Now for the next profile, they need individuals who are technically proficient with advanced programming, matured coding skills, and full stack abilities. So for the Gen Z next role, you need full stack and you need advanced coding skills and advanced programming, which again you're going to find on prepinsta.com. So you have a complete full stack course. We have a complete dedicated carousel to the full stack course. As you can see, full stack web dev, React.js, Node.js, HTML, CSS, and so on. And then moving forward, you have comparative coding for the advanced programming skills plus DSAs in whichever programming language you prefer, right? So you can brush yourself up completely to get the advanced programming skills. This is how you can be placed in the Gen Z next profile. All right, I hope that is clear to you. What kind of preparation would you need in conjunction with Prep Insta Prime so that you can get placed in Cognizant, right? That's the end of all of the information right over here. Plus, make sure that you're subscribing to our YouTube channel. Don't forget that I'm going to reiterate on that. Let's come down to the interview section. Additional skills. So yes, you need skills. Cybersecurity needed, full stack needed. Plus, you can also get skills like AI ML is going to help you out. Power BI is going to definitely help you out. Moving down, again, I've talked about the programming languages. I've talked about the aptitude section. But what I haven't talked about is projects. Let me tell you that if you are going for the Gen Z Next or for the Gen Z Pro profile, projects is important. For Gen Z Next, minimum of 2 projects. For Gen Z Pro, at least 1 project, which is in amalgamation with the skill that you are getting certified in. Right? Just getting the certificates is not enough. You need to have at least 1 or 2 demoable projects depending on the skills that you have learned, right? So make sure that you have everything in your resume, curate your resume, tailor your resume according to the needs of Cognizant. We also have a complete resume building course for you on Prep Insta Prime. So Starting from resume up until the interviews, we have got you covered from resume, communication assessment, aptitude, technical interview. Everything sorted for you. Plus, if you need to prepare some HR questions, we have that too. We have the entire HR prep for you, right? So you don't have to go hunting around. We have a complete specific Cognizant course, Cognizant Gen Z course, Gen Z Next course, HR course, technical interview skills, everything in just one place. So you can get it for yourself. You can also use the coupon code YouTube, 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 to get some additional discounts on already discounted prices. Plus, we're also running a great sale of engineering. So happy Engineers Day to all of my beloved engineers out there. We're running an Engineer Day sale. So you can use the coupon code YouTube and get additional discounts. It's going to end very soon. So make sure you grab the discounts right away. And not forget to connect with us on all of our social media handles. The links will be there in the description box. Thank you so much for watching the entire video. I hope it helped out to you. If you need any more updates, reach out to us. Our team's entirely open to helping out with you. All right. Thank you so much for watching the video. Let's meet you next time. Thank you.